Twist of Fate, Wednesday the 23rd of February 2022. Full update. Make sure you subscribe and click on the notification bell to get notified for more updates. And if you like to buy cheapest data bundle, as you can see our data bundle here. If you like to buy, I will put my WhatsApp link at the description of this video, or call me, my phone number in the description. So without wasting your time, let's start our today update. Ahbi thinks to himself that being here was a good decision, otherwise he would have regained all the lost memories from past. Alia and Tanu discuss that Ahbi never speak to Pragya in front of them. But Alia decides to take advantage of their egos and attitude and keep them apart. Ranbir speaks to Prachi that she must miss her sister Riya and that is why she must have imagined her in Bangalore. Prachi denies, but Ranbir insists that it is fine as they are sisters. He would not be angry at her. He only advises her to remember the lesson. Ranbir gets a call from Sid and smiles that it seems he has improvised. Sid questions Ranbir what the problem in that girl is. Ranbir says he just did not like her vibe. Sid was angry that Ranbir convinced him to marry and now has an objection with the girl. Ranbir speaks to Prachi that he did not like the girl. Prachi says appearances are deceitful. They pray Sid never get a girl like Riya. In the bar, Sid was attracted to Riya. Riya looks forward to him approaching her and says he will regret meeting her in his life. Ranbir throws photos outside. Prachi asks how they will now find a girl for Sid. Ranbir says Sid already found a girl for himself. They must now celebrate Independence Day for themselves. They two dances together in celebration. The two lay on the bed when Ranbir gets a call from Sid. Ranbir had to take the call and asks Prachi to turn off music and turn the light on. Sid was hiding under a table. He says he and the girl are in trouble. Someone snatches Sid's phone from above. There was a police raid in the bar and the policeman gets hold of Sid. Ranbir could not hear Sid and was worried. Ranbir asks Prachi if Sid has another number and guesses that Sid was beaten up by another man. Ahbi lay outside and speaks to his fuggy through broken glasses. He appreciates the new style and new body language. He exclaims the anger does not suit her. Pragya sat in the bed still aggressive that he proved his relation as illegitimate. Pragya speaks to herself that he wanted to clarify his point and said that he will do what he was not able to 2 years ago, but she wonders what does he want to show her after 2 years when he doesn't even want to accept what he has done. Ahbi explains he has a lot of things to show her but she does not want to even see. He accepts that ever since she came back, his life has been once again filled with joy, but in the moments, there is something which is always with him, the alcohol bottle. Pragya replies after going into the house she was filled with the memories but now is sure of her plan. Ahbi exclaims their story is a little different and filled with a lot of events, but he desires to see her. Pragya thinks that now she cannot be deviated from her path and will take revenge from Ahbi for trying to kill her 2 years ago. The police have raided the club. They order them all to gather to the side and even orders the constable to search everyone. They are able to catch 2 of the dealers, who both run, and one of them, Jennifer, places her packet in his pocket. They both run away. The constable searches Sid and finds the packet. Riya is shocked to see it. They try to run but the inspector fires a bullet threatening them to stay at their position. Pallavi opens the door. Ranbir is standing. He asks if she has another number of Sid. She asks why does he need the number in the night. Ranbir replies that he was with him when his call ended. He has been trying to call Sid but it is not connecting. Pallavi replies that his mobile is faulty and sometimes is not able to catch the signals but only works when he turns it off. Ranbir asks why did he go to Bangalore with that faulty mobile. Pallavi replies it is because his father gifted him that mobile. Sid knows the value of family and prefers them over anything else. Not like Ranbir, who only cares for his desires and has married a girl because he likes her. Ranbir questions why does it always comes to a girl. Can she not talk of anything else? The inspector asks the name. Siddharth replies that he is a good and honest citizen and has never done anything wrong. The inspector replies that half of the Bangalore jails are filled with those who are able to speak English. The constable even finds another girl who is dealing drugs. The inspector orders the constable to place everyone in the van. Riya comes saying that he must not arrest Sid, as he only looks like a rich brat but is an honest soul and has not even done anything wrong in his life. He never even jumped a red signal. Inspector asks how does she know a lot about him, asking if she is his wife. The constable replies they are in a club, so would be boyfriend and girlfriend. Inspector does not believe her. Ria accepts she is his wife. She acts explaining Sid got angry and came here. She also had to come to the club, but before she could apologize the police came. Inspector questions how did the drugs came into his pocket. Ria replies that she saw Jenny places the packet in his pocket. The inspector calls the manager, but he says there is no CCTV camera in the club. Inspector scolds him. Ria then going to her friend exclaims that she would have seen it and she says that she saw, so the inspector allows them both to leave. Ahbi is sitting drinking. Daddy comes so he hides it. She gives him the blanket which he left in the house. Ahbi replies they do not live in Shimla. Daddy asks how could he feel cold when he is drinking. Ahbi replies it is because the bottle is of the medicine which cures every injury that he has. It flushes out everything that is in his heart. He after meeting Pragya feels he should flush out every memory that he has and create new ones. He asks Daddy to leave as she might get cold. She exclaims he does not listen to her. He agrees to listen to her for today, so places the bottle aside. He picks up the glasses. Pragya in her room is looking at the photo of Ahbi. She vows to make him pay for what he has done. Ranbir replies he has not come to discuss his personal life but feels Sid is in danger. Pallavi is shocked so asks what has happened. Ranbir replies Sid went to a club and he was on the call with him. Their call disconnected and when he once again called him Sid said he was in danger. Pallavi replies he has asked her to find a suitable match for him and if he tries thinking of marrying someone whom she does not approve she will also throw him out of the house like Ranbir. He should stop wasting she orders him to get out of the house. Sid thanks Ria for her help. He asks if she knew that the police would accept the lie. Ria says that police does not want to hear the truth, which is why she made the lie look like the truth. She asks him to fight for himself like when someone is drowning they try to swim. He should have at least fought for himself but he did not do anything. Sid thanks her. She explains he has already said it. He replies the first was for saving and the other for teaching him the lesson. Sid exclaims the night is ruined and he thought he would enjoy a drink or dance, but now would she like to have coffee? Ria refuses to have coffee with him. She leaves. Sid also turns when Ria once again holds his hand. He exclaims if she has accepted his offer, but she replies that she told the police they were husband and wife and if they saw her leaving alone then would arrest them both. She would be arrested for lying and he would be for drug dealing. Sid says that his car is at the front. They both leave. The two constables are following them and leave after finding out that their taxi belongs to the hotel. The drug deals pull Ronnie asking what had happened in the club. He replies the police came and started checking. They found out the person Sid, in whose pocket Jenny had hid the drugs. He replies the police have taken them from him. He further explained it was because of his wife who told a lot of stories to the police to save her husband. Jenny replies her eyesight was not that sharp as she also placed one of the packets in his back pocket. The boss replies that the packet which she placed in the back pocket is expensive and worth over 1 crore. They have to find that packet from the Empress Hotel where they both have gone and end their work. Prachi is restlessly waiting for Ranbir. He is entering questions how careless can she be as she knows how dangerous it is. He explains they have not even been able to contact Sid. Prachi asks if he found any spare contact number from Pallavi. Prachi asks why does he not change the mobile. Ranbir explains it is because his father gifted the mobile and Sid would call them after fixing the mobile in the morning. Ranbir explains he does not know why he is feeling that Sid is in some big trouble because of that girl. Sid is talking with Ria and he helps her enter the room. She explains that she will leave after some time as someone might be keeping an eye on him. He asks her for water but she refuses. He explains she is not having any coffee or drink so should at least have some water. She drinks it and he once again thanks her. She asks why does he always say thank you or sorry, asking if he sells them. Sid exclaims he would also thank her. She asks him to sit as it is his room. Sid sitting asks if he can order something for her but she refuses. He then offers her chocolates but she denies saying she does not even like them. Sid replies he was coming to her before the police. Rhea mentions she also knew and was about to refuse him. Sid says that she is now underestimating him as he can dance really well. She is not convinced, but he asks her to join him. They then start the dance and are both enjoying. The dance ends when Rhea explains he was right, as she did not feel embarrassed and now is convinced he can dance well. She appreciates him, but he explains she is a pro. She mentions that she also used to party and dance a lot with her friend, but it was some while ago. Sid asks if they are no longer friends. She tries to leave, but as soon as she walks out, the police constables are standing there and they head back inside. Sid explains they are keeping an eye on them. The police constables warn the reception to not divert any call to the room. They both explain that this case would be their most important one, as after solving it they will get the promotion. Pragya and Ranbir are both worried. She is searching for something but is not able to find anything. However, after hearing the local news report, she is able to spot Rhea. Ranbir in the kitchen exclaims they would have to leave for Bangalore. Pragya replies Rhea is also in Bangalore. He is not convinced, then she shows him and he agrees. Pragya and Ranbir both plan to leave for Bangalore. She explains she will find Rhea while he should look for his friend. Ranbir is amazed, but she explains some relations are made from heart, so she cannot leave her. Ranbir also understands, assuring he will not come in her way. Sid wakes up in the morning. Rhea, sitting up, asks for the time. He replies it is 9 and she hurries to leave. Sid offers to drop her, but she says she will manage. He hesitantly asks when will they meet next. She explains it is not like that and they just met because of a situation where she thought he was an honest person so should be helped, but there is no meeting him again. He asks for a chance to be her friend. She even declines it, explaining he is a nice guy but she has a lot going on so cannot even think of making any new friends. She turns to leave when Sid puts his hand in his back pocket, taking out the drugs. He is stunned, asking who it belongs to. She also turns and immediately coming to him sees the packet. There is a knock on the door. Ahbi sees the decoration so asks whose birthday is it. They all say that they have set a game of carom and placed the jug of juice. Ahbi asks them to place some wine but they refuse, saying the Rani does not belong to him. Ahbi replies he got the Rani in real life so would also win the carom. He sits, however is not able to place the Rani. They start to joke about him when he is finally able to win by placing the Rani. They all celebrate. Pragya in the car sees Ahbi dancing from a distance. She gets really furious. Pragya coming to Ahbi's locality and sees him dancing with his friends. Ahbi's friend spills the juice on Pragya's car window. Ahbi asks him to say sorry to her. The friend says sorry to Pragya as she gets down and walks towards him. Amit gives clarification to Pragya that they were celebrating as Ahbi won for the first time. Ahbi says she is not angry with him, but with me. He asks him to go and says he will talk. Rhea asks Siddharth about the drugs in his pocket. He says he didn't know. Rhea says we both will be trapped. Siddharth says room is booked on my name. Someone knocks on the door. Rhea says we both will be trapped. She rushes to the bathroom and throws the drugs in the commode and flushes it. She comes out. Sid asks what to say. If police asks that the room is booked on his name, then how she is here. Rhea says if this thing will go on, then no girl will marry you. She asks him to cook up a story that they had a fight and later she came here. He opens the door and finds the waiter standing. Waiter brings the food trolley and says you had ordered breakfast when you booked the room. Sid gives him money and asks him to give him some information. Thanks for watching till end. Make sure you subscribe and click on the notification bell to get notified for more updates. Like, comment and share. To change your